Your Honor.
Timer, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Good evening, Detective. Could you please introduce yourself to the court?
My name is Reese Barron. I'm 42 years old, and I worked at the Hamiltonian Police Department for the past 16 years, specializing in art-related crimes.
Now, Detective Barron, how did you become involved in this case?
I was contacted by Mrs. McCulloch on the date of July 5th to investigate an art theft at her mansion.
Now, what did you do when you arrived on scene?
Once I arrived on scene, Mrs. McCulloch guided me to her gallery, whereupon she pointed out that her painting Treason had been stolen and replaced with a fake replica.
What did you do next?
Upon learning this information, I then scanned the perimeter of the room to find any points of illegal entry. I did not find any signs of illegal entry or forced entry, so I then came to the conclusion that it must have been an inside job. Upon coming to this conclusion, I asked Ms. McCulloch if anyone had been granted access to her mansion, and she told me she had hosted a party the previous day. I then went over the guest list with her.
Did you identify any of Ms. McCulloch's guests as potential suspects?
Yes, sir, I identified one Evan Shem as a potential suspect.
Is Evan Shem present in this courtroom today?
He is. He's sitting at the counsel table wearing a striped white shirt and gray slacks.
May the record reflect that witness has identified the defendant?
The record will so reflect.
Now, Detective, why did you investigate the defendant?
I investigated the defendant because Ms. McCulloch pointed out his name in particular due to the fact that he had been working for Ms. McCulloch in the months leading up to the theft. Also, the defendant had continuously expressed an interest in the painting Treason. Furthermore, the defendant was the last one to leave the gallery the night of the alleged theft.
Now, after learning this information, what did you do next?
Upon learning this information, I went to the defendant's apartment to ask him a few questions. I asked the defendant if he had tried to make replicas of the painting Treason in the past, and he told me he had.
Now, Detective Barron, what did you do with all this evidence collected?
Well, also when I was at the apartment, I then found the painting that was strikingly familiar to the one known as Treason, which was in Miss McCulloch's mansion.
What did you do with this painting?
With this painting, I then brought it back to headquarters, where our art expert Bernie Worcester investigated the painting and came to the conclusion that it was the true and genuine Treason. And also, Miss McCulloch came by and verified that it was the genuine Treason as well.
What did you do after finding out it was the authentic Treason?
After finding out that it was the authentic Treason, I obtained a warrant for the arrest of Evan Shem on July 8th.
Lastly, Detective, did you ever hear the defendant discuss making a copy of Treason?
Yes, sir. While I was investigating the defendant, Evan Shem did tell me that he indeed tried to make a replica of the painting Treason.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions at this time.